could have walked right to the left, to the right of me, right? But nope. It's a good thing I started recording. You guys can see. They've been attacking me at the food bazaar since I walked in there. You know, constantly engaging in the stalking. All right, stalking. There's a white dude there. As soon as he sees me, he jumps in front of the register that I was heading to. As they've been using him in there to target me, as well as a Hispanic woman, and also another Hispanic woman who I believe she works there. She's pregnant. As I got to the register I was at, she comes and she walks. Get the sirens. So she comes and she walks in front of the register, and you know, began showing her belly. And then they had a black woman working there also, and a Hispanic woman, and both of them standing there with their arms folded. You know, I'm just like, you know, the insanity of these people, man. The insanity of these people. Look at the front, right? Look at this guy. I tell you, they're just crazy ass people. That's who they are. A bunch of crazy ass people standing out here doing shit like this. Right? That's right. I said you're a crazy ass person. You standing out here waiting for me to come out of the damn shopping center so you can target me. That's the mindset. Right? That is the psychopathic, narcissistic, sociopathic mindset that they have and they do. Right? They're sick in the mind. And like I said, they gotta make you just like them. Right? Which is a fanatical religious believer who have religious delusions, which is a mental illness. Right? Because again, they want to think that they're doing God's work. Well, guess what? I'm gonna have my delusion too. And I'm doing your God's work, exposing y'all. Because your God sent me to expose y'all for what y'all have been doing. All right? So, Yah got me to expose y'all, and that's what I'm going to do. Yahweh, Jehovah, all right? The Most High, right? And that's why I love it. In the Bible it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. But they have become too religious, too superstitious. Religion is what caused them to do what they're doing. Superstition is what makes them afraid to see the truth and the reality of their condition. LJF 3282. See, I tell you, whenever I come out somewhere, there's gotta be a number 32. Again, that's not a coincidence. You notice that I don't look at any other numbers, you know, except that, right? And I told you guys how that came to be. For years, they've been targeting me with the number 32. Always parking behind or in front of a car with number 32. KVW 4325, right there. Right? So always had a parking space. Got it? Okay. Right? With the number 32 in it, right? Always. And again, how they like to lie and create their propaganda. You know, one of the things that they try to say, oh, I'm a user. And I'm like, who's a user? Motherfuckers, I pay for everything. You know what I'm saying? So what are you talking about? That's how a lot of these black women, they say, oh, black men, look, Jesus Christ is the answer. No, he's not the answer. If you think Jesus Christ is the answer, you're a damn fool. And you don't know history. You don't know who Jesus is. Okay? It's right. Yeah, you can use your sirens. I said it. You're a damn fool if you think that Jesus is the answer. All right? The Jesus you worshiping is the devil. Right in your Bible. Jesus said what? I did not come to bring peace. I came to bring war. I come to set the earth ablaze in fire. Right? But you worried about Satan. I talk about Satan, living in hell and with fire. That's damn Jesus, dummies. And they wrote this Bible, they wrote it so that you will fight against those who's trying to free your mind. So they'll tell you, oh, well, if you're speaking against Jesus, then, he's from the devil. No. Go and read the Apocryphas. Tell you who Jesus is. Right? Go and read the Apocryphas. All right? Anyhow. Jesus was a revolutionary. But who was fighting against the Romans. And the Romans sent Paul, a Roman elite, to infiltrate the Judean army. Right? Because the people who believe in Judaism, which Jesus believed in Judaism, not Christianity, right? They were hardliners. Okay? They did not want to worship the emperor as God. Their whole concept of a risen Savior, okay, in the sense that one who is alive and then deified afterwards, that came from the Romans. Okay? The Romans deify their Caesars, right? Who they said it was their gods. And the so-called Christians, who were worshippers of Serapis, not Jesus Christ, but Serapis. Okay? This was a Egyptian, Greek god that took Osiris and the Netta Apis, I should say the Netta Osiris and Apis, and you get the name Serapis, right? From Osiris and the Netta Apis, Apis the bull. So again, you have to understand history and where these things come from. So Jesus is not the answer. If you say Jesus is the answer, you're a damn fool. I'm gonna tell you that. And not because I'm no devil or no whatever. Y'all don't even understand the concept of where they got the devil from. Right? African spiritual system never had no devils. The Greeks never had no devils. The Romans never had no devils. Your devil comes from King James. Okay? There was always good and bad, peace and chaos. That's how they describe it. When they say that Osiris is the ruler of the underworld, it doesn't mean Osiris is ruling a world that is based on evil or chaos. No. Because Osiris is, you have to die. When you die, right, what do? They bury their dead. Okay, in Kemet, when you go in the tombs, in the lower chambers, you will find the buried dead. So Osiris was the way for the buried dead to reach or join with their ancestors. You got to understand these things. Religion will have you believe in all kind of nonsense. And that's why most of us are so fucked up in the mind, because we believe in religion instead of understanding the truth. African spirituality is based off of nature, based off of life and death, based off of the cosmos. How do you think they develop astrology, chemistry, biology, right? They were doing dentistry, they're doing surgery, right? The very first multi-genius, Imhotep, a multi-genius, Imhotep, architect, dentist, doctor, physician. He was all those things. Right? The European system has got us so indoctrinated to where we study one field, right? There's ancient Kemetic people, they studied all fields. The priests had the knowledge of the sciences. They wasn't just studying one thing, they were studying everything. Right? This is why they were multi-geniuses. And the very first multi-genius was Imhotep. Go read. Go read. Understand your history. Understand where these concepts today that we claim we believe in, which we really don't believe in it, comes from. Yeah, anyhow. So let's move on to what I was saying, different topic now. The fact that they try to make it seem like you're a user or what have you, which is all bullshit. You guys see me many times, many times doing groceries, right? As a matter of fact, when Pam was out of work, right, I was the one buying groceries for my house and her house. They don't tell you that, right? When her car was messed up, I was the one paying for the repairs, right? They don't tell you that shit. Okay? Look, LFC 3262, right there. Oh yeah, I'm exposing y'all. They start running. Like again, whenever I'm about to do my video, I know what they're up to. They try to make it seem like, oh yeah, you know, well, if you do your videos, we're gonna do this and you're gonna be the last. Yeah, fuck all that shit. Right? Fuck all that shit. I'd rather be last. But I know I'm never last. Okay, because also last can be first. The last man standing in the arena is who? Is the champion. Okay? When you're running sprint, the first person to cross the line is the champion, right? So come on now. We gotta understand where these concept comes from and how they use it in our targeting as TIs to give us a self-defeating mindset. Look, EFF 3298. Vehicle right there again. So like I said, they will always find, you see multiple numbers of the number multiple cars, vehicles number 32 in a row. Right, anyhow, as I was saying, right? So when they want to get on these concepts, listen, there are times when, again, they don't talk about the other things that I do, that I buy for my kids, I buy for her, buy for the household, my household and her household, and I'm on disability. Yeah, fuck you too. Tell you, don't try me, man. It ain't gonna work. Don't try me. Don't try me. Don't try me. They get the Asians now. Get the Asians now. Because you always gotta find a Asian, right? An Asian to engage in targeting. And what it is, here's the madness. Here's the idiotic concept in which they try to induce in your mind. The fact that you should accept what these people are doing and not do anything. That you should accept the fact that they've been targeting you, they've poisoned you, they've drugged you, and you're not supposed to have any animosity, any anger. Oh, look at the mouse. Right? Any anger. Anything like that. Fuck that. Hell no. You'll be a fool if you let people do this shit to you and not want revenge and not want vengeance. Because if you was to do it to them, they will seek revenge and they seek vengeance. They're not about forgiving, but they want you to forgive them. Why? Because they want to sleep good at night. They want to lay their head down on the bed, sleeping good at night, right? They can attack you, but you can't attack them. That's the idiotic mindset. And we as black people in particular have that mindset. We are domesticated. White people can do a whole bunch of shit to us, and we just get up and march, we in the church, we praying, right? So now they're using black people, my people, trying to use that same idiotic concept on me. I'm not an idiot. They are. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Every single year, black people are under the oppression of white supremacists, but they can't see because they're driving a nice car. You're driving a nice car, but you live in an apartment, and you can't even afford that if your car get injured, if your car get damaged, or if you end up in a crash, something like that, you can't pay for that, right? You can't, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's idiotic. Idiotic. I've never had that mindset. And again, because that's the mindset they want us to have, to be hyper materialistic, right? Trying to afford things that we can't afford. That we leave ourselves highly in debt, right? Black people, you know, I got to buy the biggest house. The biggest house, and you get laid off. Not understanding that's part of the white people plan. So what happens? You pay this down payment. The next year you lose your job. The bank takes over your house, right? So they came in. It took, not only did they take your down payment, But you only live in a house for 1 year or two. You get fired from your job, and then guess what? You're shit out of luck. The bank come in and repossess your home. That is, like I said, we got to understand the tactic and the manipulation. We got to understand how the system works against us, how it was designed. It was designed to keep us in poverty, the vast majority of us in poverty. You need to understand these things. All right, anyhow, talk to you guys in the next video.